Hi, I'm Jess with the Max Crafts. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make pet cave animals. So if you go into the description, you'll see a link to Holy Moly Dane's pet cave tutorial. I think it's under cat cave, but I'm going to have a link down there for the caves. I'm just going to show you a little modification and how to make it into a shark. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make this cute little shark pet cave. Today in this video, we're going to be making this cute shark cat cave or pet cave. The tutorial for the cave is linked in the description below. It's by Holy Moly Dane. So for today's video, I'm just going to show you how to add the fins on the side, the dorsal fin, and a fin on the back, and then the eyes. And when I started this, I started with a row of white around the ring for the teeth. And then after my first row, I switched to gray or your shark color. So this is my completed shark. For today's video, I'm going to be making a blue shark. So we're going to start with a cat cave or a pet cave. This one is a small one. It's an 8-inch round. So this one's used for like a guinea pig or a small animal. And I did one side fin. So I'm going to be showing you the other side fin, the dorsal fin, the back fin, and the eyes. And we're going to be using 2 strands of black yarn for the eyes, 2 small, thinner strands of white for the eyes for the accent, some blue yarn, scissors, and a lighter. Okay, so for our fin, I already have one on my left. I'm going to do one on my right. We're going to start at the back of the fin and work our way towards the front. So I'm going to take my blue yarn and I want the fin laying down. So I'm going to start at the back and I'm just going to go into these loops here and I'm going to knit 4 stitches towards the front. So I want to see that it's where I want it. That looks good. And I'm going to knit 4 more for my second row towards the back. And then for the following rows, when I get to the back, I'm not going to go over my loops again. So I'm not going to do the first loop. I'm just going to knit the next 3. And each time I go towards the back, I'm going to decrease by putting my right over left and go towards the back. I'm going to skip this one, go towards the front with 2 stitches. Now I'm going to right over left, knit through that with a decrease, knit through my last, knit 1, and decrease. Now I have 1 loop left. I'm going to cut a tail that's long enough to make it back towards my shark plus another couple of inches. Cut it off there, put my tail through the loop, pull, and I'm just going to weave this down the shark. And when I get to the end, I'm going to stick my original tail into the shark body and my new tail into a different hole. Okay, so they're going to go through 2 different holes. And then on the inside of the shark, the reason I have it going through 2 different holes is because I'm going to cut these, burn them, and I don't want them popping out. So as long as they're going through 2 different holes, they're not going to pop back out. So I'm going to trim my excess yarn, light my ends, and attach on the inside. Okay, this way you don't even see it. So there are my 2 fins. And now we're going to do the top fin. Now for the back fin, I'm going to do 3 rows of 6 down the middle. So if it's knit on the right side, you want to start with knit on the right side. So whatever direction you had this shark for the center fin, you want to make sure you have the same direction for this back fin. So I'm going to knit a row of 6. Knit a second row of 6. Gonna knit a third row of 6. And now I'm going to break this up into 2 halves. So 3 on the left, 3 on the right. I'm going to go back towards the center. I'm going to knit my left over right, but I'm going to do an increase before this last stitch so that I still have 3. I'm going to go back the other way to my left, knit left over right, do another increase, knit through my last stitch, go back to my left. Now I'm going to do a decrease, knit through the last stitch, knit to the left, and one more decrease. All right, so that's the bottom of my fin. Now I'm going to cut a tail that's long enough to make it back towards the center, plus a little more. We're going to reuse this. So let's close off the end here, pulling from the back, and we're going to weave our way back towards the center. And we're going to reattach the 2 ends together, my working yarn and my tail. Now we are going to knit by combining our next stitch and our middle stitch and decreasing those 2, and then do an increase in between and knit to the end, go back. We're doing the same way but in the opposite direction, decrease, increase, knit, go back, decrease, knit to the end, do one more stitch, decrease, till we have 1 left. So it should look like this at the end. Now I'm going to cut a tail long enough to match my initial tail. And go through the back of the last stitch, pull tight, weave my way down the front edge of the fin until I get to my initial tail and turn it so you could see. So now I have 2 tails, and just like the other ones, I'm going to stick them in through 2 different holes, trim them, and burn them on the inside. So this is what my shark is looking like. I'll do that a little later off camera. Now for the eyes, I'm going to take my black yarn. It's about maybe 8 to 10 inches. And I'm just going to put it on the side here and go about 2 stitches back and pull the yarn through I just have a little tail on the inside. I'm going to go back through the first hole and through that again so that I have my eye. I'm going to go on the inside. I'm going to trim these and burn them just like I did with the tails. And for the white, I'm going to do the same thing, but only one time. And this one is a thinner white. I think it's maybe like a 6 or something. So that's what my eye looks like. I'll show you on the other side. Again, about 2 back. And I'm going to add my white. And there is my shark. I will trim the insides and show you the finished product. So here is my finished shark. So I hope you've enjoyed this little modification. Hope you like and subscribe, comment if you have any questions, or reach out to me and let me know if there's any other animals you would like to see. So there is my little shark.